welcome back to another Wayfinder video, and today we are going to be talking about gloomstones, what they are, how to get them, and how they are super helpful. But before we get into that, I do want to give a big thank you to everybody that is supporting over on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, and of course hitting that wonderful join button here on YouTube. Thank you, my dudes, and of course a big thank you to 1K for supporting at the Lunar Teal. And with that, let's jump into this and let's go into what you need to know about gloomstones. So to start off here, I did mention these briefly during my dungeon video, so if you want more information on that, I'll link above. But you're going to go ahead and find these stones in the same place as you can make the material for the dungeon, which is of course our Echo Matrix. So let's go ahead and click here. So to start off here, we do have a handful with a called gray, blue, red, and black. And each of these are going to, of course, be used for your character. Of course, to see this, we need to go ahead and head on into our character. And we're going to go ahead and head on over to affinities. So these are going to require a wonderful gloomstone. So elite 4 weapon, when we all look down here, you can see does require 500 gold, as well as one of these stones. So of course, as you can see, this is going to be the main thing we're going to use it for. So we do have that broken down into a few things, such as ability and physical defense. We have quick power and mega defense, and then we have, of course, our weapon power and resilience. Going to need this, so let's go ahead and use these. And as you can see, as you level this up, it's going to start requiring more and more of the stone itself. And also you can of course reset the weapon at any point if you see fit. But let's just go ahead and keep leveling this. And as you see, we just went from one stone to a different stone. So of course the higher level we get, the more stones it's going to require here. So of course, as you can imagine, we need to probably have a whole bunch of these, especially if you are leveling up multiple characters. So let's go ahead and use Echo. And from here at the very top, we have our 3, which is called gray, blue, and red. As you can see, and not all of them, you are going to have to farm to other ones later down the road. But these are the one elite as of right now from the preview build that is available. But as you can imagine, it pretty much all going to be roughly about the same when we can get our hands on these later ones. Which is of course, we need some gloom shards. So how you get your hands on these shards in a few ways. Either you can do it by taking part in dungeon, defeating enemy, pretty much just doing whatever around the game itself. You can of course also get your hands on the True the Reward Tower, as well. As you can see right here, we're getting 25 of them at level 3, or I get room 3, however you want to word it. But these are pretty much scattered all over the place inside of the tower. But nonetheless, once you have your hands on some of that currency, or maybe, just maybe, you have some of the gloomstone you don't need anymore, because you always surpass will require. You can also break them down to get your hands on some of these shards as well. And as you can see, depending on what shard it is and how well it is, it will give you this an amount of these. So if we go ahead and sell it, we can go ahead and get our hands on 80 of these shards. So let's go ahead and sell that. And then from here, we can go ahead and head back to the echoes. And we can just go ahead and make it. So as you can see, you just hold the button. And just like that, I took that currency and made a gloomstone. So that might tell it how you actually craft more powerful version, and also I can use on your character as well. So this is something you very much need to make sure you are doing, not only to enhance whatever weapon you're using, but also to help your character get stronger overall. Just know when you do this and you upgrade the weapon, it is for that specific weapon. So if you chain weapons, you will have to level that weapon as well. So to keep that in mind here, this is not like account or character bound. This is only weapon bound. So something to keep in mind here. So now that we have talked about weapon, let's go ahead and talk about your actual character. So in the same menu under affinity, you can of course see to start off when it comes to each of your setting, since we do have distant elements here tied to your infinity. You will note that does require the little like plus dagger symbol to actually upgrade. But once you go ahead and you spend one of the currency, then that will start actually requiring the stones as well. And it pretty much works the same way the weapon. The only dissonant now, this is going to require the stone, the money, as well as of course this other currency. And also just like weapon, as you can see, as you level it up, it will require higher tiers of the stones, as well as more money to of course level this. So we can go ahead and level it all the way up here. And as you can see, we are getting into super well a stone now. But hey, we're just going to go ahead and unlock that and get that to max level. So as you can see, pretty much these stones are completely used for upgrading your character as well as your weapons. And there you have it. There everything you need to know about gloomstones, from making them to getting the material, as well as what they are used for. We will see if there is anything else down the line that is used for, but at the time of release and the recording, that is the main thing it's used for. And as you can probably imagine, with all the classes, all the weapons, you're going to be using a lot of these if you are planning on playing multiple classes. So be sure to be getting your hands on these shards through the reward tower and whatever other means that we can do to get them, such as defeating enemies and dungeons. And hopefully you have found that video helpful, and it will help you get any stronger inside of Wayfinder. And of course, that will go ahead and do it for me for today. So like always, if you have found that video helpful, make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells below. And of course, if you got any feedback or let me know how you feel about the mechanic, down in the description. And of course, like always, if you got nothing to add, just add a happy face, because engagement is engagement, and YouTube love engagement. And with that, that's gonna do it for me, and I will see you in the comments.